makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about ready to roll. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And we're off and running in a brand new season. The 1-0. Foul ball there. The 1-1. Just missed. The 3-1 is on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next to hit, Mickey Moniak.
No, that's low.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. And there's a base hit to left. Lead runner hold. Up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Hunter Goodman will hit next. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Throw into third. Tag. Safe.
No.
And a wild pitch. And both runners are in scoring position. Lone Depot Park just underway here. Next pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Here's a 3-0. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. The 3-1. Base hit. 1 run is in. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. In comes the run from second, and they lead by 2.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ezekiel Tovar in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's a ball.
Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 run is in. The relay to the plate. In there. He's safe. It's 4-zip.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach. Head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man at second. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brenton Doyle. Runners at the corners here, one away. This is Willie Castro.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Now here is Ryan Ritter.
Ball, that's in.
In the dirt to second. In there safely.
Man, I got to think something is definitely off with his delivery right now. Already the second wild pitch that he's thrown in just the first inning. Not a good sign.
2 on, 2 outs. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. 9 men come to the plate. Leading off. Lopez. Line drive, and that'll get down for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the second baseman,
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The lefty, the 1-0. That clips the corner. Out towards right center field. Doyle on the move. 1 away.
batting third, the
Let's take a look at the lineup. Now here's the Marlins DH, Kyle Stowers. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That is strike 2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Lopez scores. They're on the board, 4-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Griffin Conant digs in now. Runner at second, 2 down, here on opening day. A little out front there as he swings through it.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Nope, outside.
Struck him out swinging. They limit the damage here. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 4-1. New inning getting started. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Tyler Freeman.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, Mickey.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mickey Moniak. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Ground ball left side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. And downstairs, Goodman getting the start at catcher. He made his major league debut in 2023, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Misses the sweeper.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Challenge from behind the dish here, and that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 down. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. And no one can get there. And it gets by him. Now around second, going for third.
Up next for Colorado.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. Tovar in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Runner at third, nobody out here on opening day.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. That's off the inside corner. Full count now. Beck, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. And ball four to a board.
Ball four.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Next for Colorado, Edouard Julien. Flied to right his first time.
For all these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Runner on the go, and there's a foul ball. Runners at the corners, nobody out here in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the ground, here's Edwards for one, and a run scores on the double play.
Up next for Colorado.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here, so that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out. We move on to the bottom as we go to the last of the third. And now for the Marlins, Yuri Ruiz. Tied him up inside with that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
The batter number 6. Shortstop, Otto.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Otto Lopez getting ready to hit.
Nope, that's down.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Hey.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Stowers. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second.
Got him. That's an out.
Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in Miami as we go to the top of the 4th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Oh, 1 down. And that chops in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to. Straighten him up a little bit.
That one way outside, and it's 3-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it is out of here.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Ryan Ritter now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul. The 0-1.
Ball upstairs. That's a ball.
This one in the air right field. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Now one missed. And that is downstairs. 3-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Man at second. And a big swing and a miss. Line drive. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Next to hit for the Rockies, Mickey Moniak. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here on opening day. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and